Are you tired of playing the same old mainstream games? Look no further. In this video, we will showcase some of the most exciting and unique indie games that have recently been released on Steam. From atmospheric puzzle solving to fast-paced action, these games will provide hours of entertainment and leave you wanting more. Get ready to discover some hidden gems and be the first to try out the latest indie game releases. Don't miss out on the opportunity to experience something new and fresh. Number 1 on our list is Neon White. Neon White is a highly fast-paced FPS platformer that combines some of the greatest components from renowned games and genres such as Ghost Runner's sleek parkour, Inscription's fascinating card-based power-ups, and Doom's chaotic gunfire. As a consequence, you get a colorful and explosive action platformer that's a speedrunner's dream. You'll be racing with your friends for the highest score in the shortest amount of time. Thankfully, it works well on the deck and keeps a steady 60 frames per second, which is critical for a game that requires lightning-fast reactions. The levels are also quick to complete, allowing you to take advantage of the Steam Deck's mobility to pick up and play through the game's bite-sized levels at your pace. Up next, we have Core Keeper. Core Keeper combines the greatest components from famous survival and exploration games and expands on them in innovative ways to develop its own distinct character. You'll be exploring a large underground tunnel network made up of several biomes in order to solve the mystery at its heart. As with other survival games, you'll need to mine valuable minerals to make stronger weaponry to face challenging foes, but there's also a strong focus on farming and base building. Despite being in early access, the game features a ton of content, as well as continuing development support and a thorough roadmap of what's to come. It works pretty well on Steam Deck, and with up to 8 people in online co-op, it's a great place to relax and explore with friends. Moving forward, next game which we are going to discuss is Slime Rancher 2. Many people who have had the pleasure of playing the Steam Deck have noticed a change in their gaming habits. It's a system that appeals to you after a long day, pushing you to sit back and immerse yourself in colorful worlds. Slime Rancher 2 is an excellent example of a game that draws you in with its beautiful and colorful visual design and keeps you there with its fascinating and appealing slime wrangling action. Rainbow Island works well on the Steam Deck, where the vibrant colors truly shine on the 800p screen. It's a soothing experience that works well for a portable console. Another game which you can play is No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky has come a long way from its rocky 2016 debut. Hello Games has exceeded its ambitious initial concept for the game with a continual series of important upgrades, improvements, and content dumps. You may use the Steam Deck to explore the game's insanely enormous, randomly generated environment wherever you go, and complete cosmos in your pocket. No Man's Sky works very well on a handheld machine. There's plenty of time to be had while exploring the stars in a game centered on survival, mining, and space travel. Lifting out from a planet's surface, raking through its atmosphere, and descending into the wide vacuum of the galaxy beyond never gets old. The Steam Deck is unquestionably the finest method to enjoy this indie gem on the fly. Kena, Bridge of Spirits is the next game on our list. Kena, Bridge of Spirits, originally launched as a Sony exclusive, is a pleasant indie action-adventure featuring entertaining puzzle-solving and platforming, a fascinating story with endearing characters and jaw-droppingly breathtaking graphics. It finds a good home on the Steam Deck and runs surprisingly well for a game with such high visual demands. Everything is straightforward to set up and functions properly on the system with a verified certification. This is an excellent independent release with a AAA vibe. Ember Labs' animation expertise and repertoire shine through the game's stunning visuals and art design. This is a great example of what the system is capable of. Next, we have TUNIC. Don't be fooled by TUNIC's charming exterior. Despite its bright colors and pleasantly humorous tone, this game is as difficult as they come. It openly wears its influences on its sleeve, combining the famous action-adventure-style gameplay of Zelda classics with the punishingly tough skill-based fighting of the Dark Souls series. Despite its difficulty, the game is a delight to play because to its excellent level design and incredibly vivid graphics, which make it lovely to watch in action. It also contains a highly inventive in-game manual that you must fill up yourself, which is a new technique of dropping hints when you're uncertain about the next step. This is an excellent independent game for any platform, and the Steam Deck is the ideal way to enjoy it while on the road. Let's now talk about another amazing game, Rogue Legacy 2. The original Rogue Legacy was the game that popularized the term roguelite, and it affected every subsequent indie roguelite game. Rogue Legacy 2 expands on the prior game and even borrows concepts from games that have directly affected the franchise. Rogue Legacy 2 introduces new movesets, classes, and traversal skills that may be improved over time, drastically altering the gameplay of each run. This provides your randomly generated heroes even more distinct advantages to use as they explore the ever-changing castle and its surrounding biomes. a Steam Deck is ideal for the intriguing stop-and-start gaming. Now we will talk about our next game, TUNIC. TUNIC draws heavily on Nintendo's famed Pikmin series for inspiration, using the same strategy and puzzle solving to complement its semi-open platforming action. You take control of a matchstick-sized Milo, a lost intergalactic visitor who finds himself strolling about a suburban house locked in the early 1990s, brimming with new ideas and a brilliantly vivid visual. The game is a visual feast as you collect a slew of Tunikin, while soap skating and bubble gliding your way through the game's imaginatively created stages. This is an excellent addition to the Steam library, particularly for lovers of no-frills 3D platformers. Death's Door is the next game on our list. Death's Door, another title highly influenced by classic Zelda games, is a top-down action-adventure in which you play as a combat-tested crow who roams the afterlife hunting for souls to harvest. It incorporates gameplay concepts from some of your favorite isometric adventures, such as riddles to solve, dungeons to explore, and challenging bosses to vanquish heroically. The severe frenzy fighting is reminiscent of the Souls series. The difficulty increases as the game advances, however, it's a little more forgiving for From Software veterans as it tries to lead you through in a more accessible manner. Up next, we will talk about Vampire Survivors. Despite the Steam Deck's excellent graphics capabilities, you'll often find yourself returning to Vampire Survivors' relatively simple 16-bit period design. Don't be put off by its graphics. At its heart lies a genuinely intriguing and intuitive gameplay loop that will keep you captivated. You are set inside a terrain that fills constantly with wave after wave of ghastly creatures that rise in complexity, taking influence from clicker gauntlets and roguelike games. The fun comes from the incremental improvements after leveling up, which provide your character new weapon kinds and bonuses as you continue. With each run lasting up to 30 minutes, it is undeniably a perfect fit for Valve's portable powerhouse. Another amazing game that you can play on Steam Deck is Hades. Hades is still one of the greatest indie roguelites ever made. The battle is chaotic and fast-paced, with a variety of weapons and abilities to keep things interesting. The game's great storyline absolutely shines through. You control Zagreus, Hades' son, as he attempts to escape the numerous levels of Tartarus and face his father. It performs an excellent job of conveying the many mythological gods and creatures found in Greek mythology in a vibrant and fascinating visual manner. Hades features an engaging story that is a breath of new air in the roguelite genre and will keep you engaged during your infinite runs. This internationally acknowledged masterwork is best played or even replayed on the Steam Deck. Lastly, we will talk about Valheim. Valheim is a fun early access indie success that masterfully combines a Viking-inspired open-world, skill-based hack and slash gameplay and survival exploration. It was one of the first games to be completely validated on the Steam Deck, with the creators taking a keen interest in promoting Valve's new and popular platform. Its gameplay has a surprising amount of complexity, with diverse biomes to explore and formidable enemies to fight for fascinating rewards. It also includes a robust crafting system where you may collect materials to construct the greatest gear, home bases, fortresses, and longships. The ability to play it anywhere on the deck allows for a more unhurried exploration of this stunning, randomly created open environment. Thank you for watching our video on the latest indie games released on Steam. These games are pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the gaming world and are a must-try for any fan of the genre. With stunning graphics, engaging gameplay, and unique stories, these indie games are sure to captivate you for hours on end. So grab your controller and dive into the world of indie gaming today. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more great content like this.